Hey freestanding lace lovers, we got into a discussion yesterday about the different kinds of water-soluble stabilizers that are out there, and we've had a lot of new folks in the group that are really confused on what can be used and what can't. And one of the things that was being discussed is the clear stabilizers. Now, the most available stabilizer locally for people is going to be this one. This happens to be Solvay, of course. This is topper. This is what you're going to use on a minky blanket or, a deep fur pile that you're trying to embroider on or something. This is not meant for lace. In fact, one good and you're done. You're not going to get needle perforations through this. It's meant to come apart like that. That is not what a clear water-soluble stabilizer for lace is at all. What I am discussing when I say a clear water-soluble stabilizer, such as Urban Threads discusses, is actually this stuff called Badge Master. This is Badge Master. This roll is meant for my 4x4 machine, so it's much smaller than a 5x7 machine would require. And as you can tell, this is not going to come apart. I'm going to just let it drop here. This is very strong, very thick. It's almost like vinyl, but this washes away just as well as any of our other water-soluble stabilizers. But this is incredibly thick. You're not going to do any damage to this. It isn't going to perforate and have the lace pop out like this would. We've seen people do lace on this in the group. You're miracle workers. You shouldn't do that. This stuff, on the other hand, like I said, this is Badge Master. The first thing you're going to notice is how thick it is. Second thing you're going to notice is the smell. It smells extremely strongly of vinegar, and you are going to notice it. But as you can tell, this is not the same thing as the topper. And this is, like I said, what Urban Thread suggests on their own lace most of the time. This can handle very heavy, thick stitches. It's really good for the Sheafly lace. You're not going to get through this. So when somebody says they're talking about the clear WSS for lace, this is what you're talking about, Badge Master. Totally different situation from something like a topper, which is meant, like I said, to go on blankets or, anything else that has a deep pile, like towels. This stuff is fantastic for towels. Vilene, on the other hand, is woven type WSS. And again, washes out just as easily as the other stuff, and this doesn't tear at all. A lot of our members up here love this stuff. They use 1 or 2 layers of it. I have very rarely had to double layer. As long as you hoop correctly, you should only need 1 layer of this or the Badge Master. You have to make sure that you're hooping properly, which I've learned is a lot of the problem when people say, well, I have to use 4 layers of Vilene. Well, no, you need to use the proper WSS, and that might be Vilene for some stuff, but other stuff might require that Badge Master, and it's worth the investment. I know that the Australians, you have a lot of trouble getting the Badge Master, but it can be picked up at Spotlight. It comes under another name. I'll have to remember what the name of it is because I can't think of it right now, but you can get it down there, and like I said, it is not the topper. It's not the same thing at all. And there you go. That's the 3 basic WSS out there. And hopefully that helps a few of you newbies.